Hey guys, look, in my last video covering all of the Black Ops 2 Zombies records, you guys said in the comments, Drew, well, you should cover the last gen BO3 records as a joke, but you know what? I am going to take up your challenge, and I am going to be covering them in this video. I'm going to be covering every single one of the Black Ops 3 world records on last gen, including the Easter egg speedruns. I should point out, though, that there is only a couple of maps on the last generation Black Ops 3, that being Shadows of Evil, the Giant, and Der Eisendrache. I'm not sure why they never release the rest of the DLCs, but you know what, that's fine. We're gonna cover all the ones they did actually release in this video though. And I do want to say, can we please hit 400 likes? You guys have been killing the videos recently and I can't thank you enough, but let's try to hit 400. And also, don't worry, I am going to be covering all of the regular Black Ops 3 world records in my next video, which will probably be released on Saturday. I just wanted to cover this one because, you know what, it's kind of a fun video and I figured let's just get it out of the way and we'll just cover them for the fun of it. But anyway, starting things off for today, we have the Shadows of Evil world record of round 123 by Gwinnell Productions. So I should explain why it's only showing round 23 instead of round 123, and that's because at the beginning of Black Ops 3 there was a glitch where it wouldn't show rounds properly past round 100. So when you hit round 100, it would just show round 00 and then 01, 02, 03, so on and so forth, and that's what happened here, is that he's showing round 23, but he's actually on round 123. Because I guess that was never actually patched on last gen, even though they did actually get 3 or 4 updates. But regardless, this is your basic waterfront strategy with the upgraded Apothicon Sword, Apothicon Servant, and Alchemical Antithesis. But my biggest question being, how the hell did he not run into any glitches that broke the game? As someone who actually tried high rounding last gen a few years ago, it is almost impossible to not break the game in one way or another, whether that being the zombie stops spawning at all, the game crashes, the zombies only move to one specific area, or they just straight up turn invisible. Because in my experience, past about round 50 or 60, that's really when the glitches start becoming really prevalent, and I ran this exact strategy and the zombies just straight up stopped spawning for me. So I wonder how many attempts he actually had to do with this to even have the game properly function. Moving on to our next map though, we have the Giant round 60 by Super Maltito Games. So this looks really easy. This guy trained in the spawn room like any other high rounder does, but he used the VMP with Blast Furnace and the Wonderwaff whenever he needed it. The reason that he used Blast Furnace instead of the usual Deadwire that most high rounders use nowadays is because at the launch of Black Ops 3 once again, Blast Furnace was the best alternate ammo type in the game, and I guess that they never patched it or nerfed it on the last gen consoles. But still, these zombies just look so slow, and if any actual high rounder ever attempted to go for this, this would probably be the easiest world record of their life, and they could do this with their eyes closed. Actually, I would probably recommend that they did it with their eyes closed because then they wouldn't have to look at this god-awful map. I do feel like I need to apologize though because the footage looks so bad, but it just looks like they put it on a toaster, and this is actually a pretty high quality footage. You won't find much better quality than this on last gen, so this is just what the game looks like. Fun fact though, I also didn't even know the Giant on last gen even existed until I looked into it for this video, but I guess you learn something new every day. I knew that they released Der Eisendrache, but I never knew that they released the Giant. Now on to the last high round for this video. Once again, we have round 81 by Super Maltito Games. So this is a little bit odd because the gameplay in his video actually stops at round 81, but in some text he put on the screen, he says he got to round 83, and then he shows the leaderboard where once again he only got to round 81. Now, I don't actually speak Spanish, and he's a Spanish-speaking YouTuber, and Google Translate didn't really help me out for this one, so it kind of confused me as to what's going on, so I'm only going by the footage that I saw, and I'm saying round 81. Anyway, his strategy was to sit in the clock tower with the Stormbow and use the Ragnaroks whenever they were available to him, and when he got low on ammo, he would run down to the pyramid room for some reason and train in there with a Haymaker with Blast Furnace and turned with the HVK. Like I said though, he never actually shows dying on round 81, just the end screen showing that he died on that round, but I think he kind of gave up because on 80 he started to swap out guns for different ones and putting on weird stuff like fireworks. I'm not really sure what happened, but I do think he just gave up. I will say though, I do actually kind of dig how the pyramid room looks in this though. The rest of the map looks dark as all hell, as you guys can see in this gameplay, but downstairs looks, you know, kind of acceptable actually. I was pretty impressed with this when I saw it. I thought it was going to be god awful, but you know what? It's got some textures. It's looking alright. I do also want to point out though that these are the highest rounds that I could find on YouTube. I searched for a couple of hours in order to be able to find these. There isn't some separate leaderboard or like no one keeps track of these, so these were just the best ones that I was able to find. If you guys could find a better one than me, then please tell me in the comments, but these were the best ones that I could find. But now we get to move into the Easter egg speedruns for this video. I found a Shadows of Evil completion in 45 minutes and 50 seconds. This is actually a really good time, even against players on the current gen consoles. I should also point out, no, you don't need to actually get to the cutscene with last Gen Richtofen in order to be able to consider it a legit completion of the speedrun. You are only required to kill the Shadow Man for it to be considered a complete speedrun. I will let you guys watch the boss fight though, to let you guys feel what it's really like to speedrun this map on last gen and to feel like you could go as fast as possible. It's actually pretty shit looking, but you know what, I'll let you guys watch it.
C'est ce que j'appelle un chaos. Peut-être le début d'une longue série de victoires.
And finally, for Der Eisendrache, I wasn't able to find a speedrun. No one in my hour of searching just for this speedrun alone had a timer for their run, and no one has speedrun anywhere in their titles, their tags, anything. No one had any sort of time. So I decided to go with someone who actually had some decent footage and did complete it, because believe me, in about 80% of these videos, they didn't even finish the Easter egg. That's really sad. So I'm going to make his official timer 1 hour flat. I don't care if he completed an hour, I'm just going to make it an hour flat. And once again, I'm going to let you guys watch this cutscene because it is absolutely fantastically trash. Anyway, that is going to end off the video though. I'm going to let that roll for you guys in a second. I do love you guys. Let's try to hit 400 likes on this video. I will see you guys in the next video. Subscribe if you are new. Anyway, peace.
Yo ya he visto esto en acción. Preferiría ignorar lo que es capaz de hacer cuando está al máximo. ¡Intentad alcanzarme ahora, chupahuesos! ¿Cómo se siente uno en el ojo de la tormenta? Esto sí que es una medida. Así, generalizando un poco. ¿Os sentís iluminados, caníbales? ¡Acercaos, sacos de gusanos! Es solo algo para hacer la situación menos desagradable. ¡Os estáis friendo, monstruos!
Protocolo de lanzamiento iniciado. A 30 segundos del impacto. Hemos detectado múltiples lanzamientos de cohetes. ¿Qué has hecho? ¡Eres un necio, Richtofen! La destrucción de esta instalación y mi propia muerte no impedirán que nuestra causa prosiga. ¡No has detenido nada!
Total. ¿Quién necesita la vida para algo? No creo que pase nada malo, ¿no? Eso espero, joder.
Un día, este sujeto desatará el caos en todo el universo. No puede seguir con vida.
Las cosas no deberían haber salido así. Se suponía que íbamos a hacernos con el paquete, que sería algo limpio. Sin embargo, no ha sido más que una sucesión de desastres. Nunca debería haber confiado en ti, Richtofen. ¡Nunca!
Deberías confiar en mí, Dempsey. Y todos vosotros. Este artefacto puede almacenar y conservar el alma del sujeto. Tu alma. Pero solo se puede hacer cuando éste muere. Como me visteis hacer con mi otro yo. Esta es la única manera.
Si realmente tiene que morir para salvar el universo, debería ser yo quien lo haga. Me alegro de verte, Tank.